The name Rob Liefeld is synonymous with quality. Okay, it's synonymous with Deadpool and Youngblood. Remember Youngblood? And memes with crazy things like blood soak, knife gash, death foot, or whatever else. Anyways, you get the point. It's Rob Liefeld, right? You get the point. Anyways, he says DC can no longer keep up with Marvel. They're a damaged brand. They're damaged goods. Oh, Rob Liefeld. Oh, Rob. Anybody else realize that he's become the Dave Meltzer of comic books? That just went over many of your heads. Some of you are going to get a good chuckle out of that. Let me know in the comments if you get the reference. The Dave Meltzer reference. Good old Uncle Dave. I give that reference a 5-star rating. Anyways, yes, Rob Liefeld was asked. So, DC. Competition, right? What do you think? What do you think of DC versus Marvel? And he said, and I quote, "Unfortunately, DC is just a damaged brand at this point. Marvel has pulled away in such spectacular fashion, and DC has lost ground on all platforms." End quote. So do we agree with Uncle Rob here? I'm just going to start calling him Uncle Rob because the Uncle Dave connection is just too much. It's literally all there. Okay, so Uncle Rob says this, and it's hard to disagree with him to some degree, right? Films, say what you will about DC, but they are not on par with Marvel Studios. When it comes to box office, when it comes to the mass market appeal, when it comes to the reviews and ratings, they're not on that level. TV, now with Marvel Studios, they're losing on that front as well. One would argue, unless you start including things like Watchmen, for example, and all that. But, you know, you get what I'm saying, right? The core DC brand, you know, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, that, not going outside into the Vertigo realm and all that. So, I kind of agree with him on that one, but not entirely. Films, it's a given. Games, I don't know what's been happening with WB Games. Like, where are the games? Why is it taking so long to get more Batman games? You should be able to print out one of those every 2 years for unlimited money. Just, nothing's happened. Marvel's slowly catching up. I mean, the Spider-Man games are some of the best. Avengers is getting real good, slowly. So, they're getting there. I don't know if I agree with him fully. I agree with him, like, I would say it's like a 70-30. DC Comics have a lot of good Batman stuff coming. Just so happens that, what is it, November? More than half their line is now Batman. So, that's eventually going to hurt them. Because people are going to be like, I'm sick of spending $5 on every Batman issue when half the line is Batman. But, yeah, what do you guys think of Uncle Rob's comment here? What would you give it? Give it a star rating. How many stars are you giving this? Okay. Or did he completely botch this one? Huh? See all these wrestling references I toss in everywhere? Their execution is so fluid. Unlike the Jack Evans of segues. Some of you will get that one. Very limited capacity, but you'll get that one.